prosecutors in the state of Georgia who are investigating Donald Trump for potentially interfering with that state's election have now reached out to the FBI in a letter asking them to do a risk assessment to see if any of their federal buildings, the courthouse, their offices, anything like that, could be under threat from Trump supporters. And of course, the reason they did that was because of what Donald Trump said this past weekend at his rally in Texas. And there's 2 points to make on that. The first one is that he said if these prosecutors, who he called racist, and of course we do have African-American prosecutors working down there in Georgia, so he accused them of being racist and said if they do anything illegal, I hope everybody takes to the streets in a protest. He didn't call for civil disobedience. He didn't say go and, raise hell. He didn't say fight like hell, like he said at the Stop the Steal rally. He just said protests. And I'm going to get back to that in a minute, but I want to stress that he said that word because that makes a world of difference. He also said that, if he becomes president again, he may look into pardoning some of the individuals who took part in the Capitol riot if they've been treated unfairly. Take those two things together. And of course, you have the ex-wife of one of the Oath Keepers who came out on Monday and said when he tells them to go protest, what they think it means is go out there and basically launch your civil war. But, as I said, he chose that word carefully. He said protest because he's learned telling people to protest is not illegal. You're not going to get in trouble for inciting a riot by telling people they should protest if a thing happens. So he escapes liability for that. And you may think that's not fair, but because of the words he used, you cannot blame it on him no matter what his people do. It's unfortunate, but that's the way it works. He, I don't want to say did the right thing, but somebody instructed him on what to say, I have no doubt, so that he could avoid liability. Now, tying all of that back into Georgia, right? After hearing these things saying, go out there and protest, and maybe I'm going to pardon some people, Trump supporters can easily take that as an invitation. Like, okay, he wants me to get out there, and he may pardon me. That's what's freaking out these prosecutors. They were called out by him. Then he mentioned pardons. Then he mentioned protests. So yes, I think these prosecutors in Atlanta, Fannie Willis and Fulton County, I think they're fully justified in asking the FBI to step in and do a risk assessment. And of course, if they determine that there are, risks involved, that the FBI gets involved and does provide protection for these individuals. What's happening right there in the state of Georgia with this investigation is too important. But even besides the importance of the investigation, human lives could be at risk. And that's never okay. Left or right, it's never okay. These people do deserve to be protected. We have seen what Trump's supporters can do when he gets them riled up. All his attacks on the media, calling them the enemy of the people. Well, his supporters over the years decided to launch attacks on the media, to plan attacks on the media, to drive towards the CNN building. Luckily, police stopped him before he got there with a van full of weapons, planning on killing everyone there. These are real things that have happened. And that is why these prosecutors in Fulton County are asking the FBI, step in, make sure we're safe, and if we're not, provide some protection for us, or at the very least, obviously, advise us on how we can stay safe. Because Trump is out there saying these things. We know he's choosing his words carefully, but his supporters don't know the difference between being told to protest if something illegal happens and being told to go launch a new civil war against his political enemies. And that is what makes these people so dangerous.